Hi, I am Mandy of Madcow Designs. It is February the 9th, 2023. This is stitch 48. I have a lot. There's a lot to show. Grab you a project, one that you don't have to look at too closely because I'm going to show lots of stuff on the screen today, and a drink and a snack. Go ahead and grab you a snack. I'll wait. Grab you a snack because this is a long one. Alright, let's hop into finished objects, and we're going to start with photos. It's been 2 weeks, so I've already gifted some stuff away. I'll lean over here. Photos. I have distractions. So I showed y'all once before that I was working on some dishcloths for my parents. We actually use them as sweat towels. They're 100% cotton yarn, and they're just so absorbent. And here in Louisiana, we sweat. Mom just started the seeds for her garden today, I think. Maybe yesterday. I think it was today. I'm not sure. But she's getting ready for gardening, so I wanted my parents to be ready and try out these sweat towels. If they like them, I will make more. So far, I made 5. We will see. I also already delivered my mom's Christmas socks that I was working on. They are a DK weight yarn from Southern Skeins called Christmas Cheer. And she is so excited. She loves them, has already been wearing them, and I told y'all she'll wear them all year long. Like, she loves them. She's so excited. Okay. That's it for the photos. Now, I finished my jazzy 2-step socks. Oh, love them. This is Pretty Twisted Yarns Jazz Hands, and it is pure chaos. I love it. I used my 2x2 feet sock pattern. Gorgeous. And I did do the pop of color. It's really hard to see, but there's a little bit of Southern Skeins purple in there. Just a little pop to get them going. And this is the part where I am going to do a shameless self-promotion. The 2x2 step, no, can't get my own pattern. Good job. The 2x2 feet sock pattern. I realized the last 2 times now that I've washed socks, all of the socks that are in this pattern are always in the bottom of the bucket, because I wear them first. This is my favorite pattern to wear. Like, I really enjoy knitting it because it's pretty mindless, but still looks nice, and, you know, it's just a little something that's not a vanilla sock. I wear it first. What was it? Time before last, I waited way too long to wash socks, so like all of my socks were dirty, and I got so excited when I got to the bottom of the bucket and realized here's all the socks that I've been wanting to wear, and I immediately wore all of them again. Like, y'all, this pattern, it feels so good on the feet. So, shameless. Okay, next up, I made a pair of socks for my Aunt Clarice. This is Watermelon by Southern Skeins. It was a monthly colorway last summer. I really need to start writing the years on things because I don't remember. But they're so soft and nice, and I'm going to say something that you never hear me say. I washed and blocked these. They are a gift. It is the first pair of socks I've ever knit for her, so hopefully they fit. I had a tracing of her foot. They should fit. I hope she likes them. But I wash them for the first time. Like, the first time I'm gifting somebody socks, I'll go ahead and wash them and make them all pretty, and they smell good. I used Celebrate Soak. Oh, good stuff. Okay, that is just a vanilla sock pattern. Beautiful. Let's talk about patterns. Yeah. I am releasing a pattern today. I'm saying today. It will be out by the time this video goes up, because while this video is uploading, I am going to go over to Ravelry and my website and upload the pattern for the ball socks. I am so excited. They are done. I have a 50-gram cake, a 100-gram cake, and a 20-gram. Ah, they are so cute. They're very simple. Oh, okay, there we go. There are no decreases. You cast on the number. I think it was like 56, 48, and 32, something like that. 2x2 ribbing for X number of inches. You pick up all the stitches with your darning needle, cinch it closed. Done. I didn't want anything real complicated, but I love this yarn, in case you can't tell. I really, really like this yarn. This particular one is Pretty Twisted yarn. There's a beetle in my juice. I have a whole matching set. Oh. So what I'm currently working on has two 20-gram minis, so I just went ahead and made two of them. And I love them. They're so easy to make, and I get to reuse my favoriteest yarn that I just can't part with. And yeah, so if you use Ravelry and you want to have it there, you can head on over, free pattern. If you don't use Ravelry, my website is linked down below, and it is a PDF download. Easy peasy. My last finished object is my sea glass tea. That is one of the old whips that I have been trying to work on, trying to decide if I wanted to work on it. I finished it. You ready? Isn't it beautiful? I think I have some video that I took. I ripped it all out. I really didn't want to just throw the yarn away, which was kind of my holdup, but I kept trying to convince myself to finish it, and I knew it's too thick of a shirt. It's crocheted, and there's nothing wrong with the pattern at all. It's beautiful. It was a great pattern. It was fitting me. I've never crocheted a top before, and it was working. It's a great pattern by Madcow Designs. It's just because it's crocheted, it is a thicker material. This is Louisiana. I'll never wear it. It's just never going to happen. So I went ahead and I just unraveled it and put all of the bits and pieces into my magic knot ball. This is currently sitting at 359 grams. Pretty hefty. And you might recall a long time ago I said when it hits 200, I'm going to start a blanket. Yeah, we're way past 200 and I still haven't started the blanket because I have like 3 other blankets that I'm currently working on. My reward for finishing a blanket is going to be this magic knot ball. I'm looking forward to it, and having a hard time deciding on a pattern for a blanket, and I just keep ending up back at the moss stitch square blanket. I think it would just showcase the colors really well. So that's where all my scraps go. Been working on it. Oh, there we go. Okay, that is finished objects. Whew. We're trucking on through here. Next up, works in progress. So let's start with Northern Lights. Well, I have a mess. I'm calling these my Northern Lights. This is Kimbers Cozy Creations, her January Club colorway, Aurora Borealis. And this is what it's looking like. So cute. And I have a stitch marker on here that came with the yarn. I believe she called this black Void, and I don't remember what she called the speckles, but they are cute. So this is the one that she sent 2 minis, and I was indecisive and I didn't know what to do with all those options. So I have a pop of color, and then my cuff, which I don't think you can tell, it's all 2x2 ribbing, and then a vanilla sock. So I've been trucking away on it, and I finished mine. So you can see the pop, the black, and just vanilla. I did do a black toe. I made 2 rounds of black and then 1 round of speckle. I wish I had done 2 rounds of speckle, because you can't really tell. It's a little bit better on this side, but it almost matches this, and I wish that I had done 2 rounds, because then you'd be able to see that it's speckle and not variegated. So this is looking gorgeous. Love it. Have a few socks, y'all. But that's the end of the socks. I've been working on a lot of socks. Okay, next up, my Jumbo Fates thread bag. It's my Lazy Waves blanket. I did not count to see how far I got. Do y'all see it? Yep, y'all see it. Okay, there it is. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I put in 11 stripes. So this is Knit Picks Wool of the Andes yarn. I bought it for a blanket long time ago, and ripped it out, tried another blanket, ripped that out. I think I'm on my 4th blanket, but clearly it's going well because we have lots of blanket here. I don't know how big it's going to be. I'm just kind of going till I run out of yarn or feel like it's big enough. Whatever happens first. This is by, the pattern is by Dedri Uys. And my cute little avocado is from Bronze Shepherd Studios. It just, I don't know, everything kind of has that 70s feel, and then I think of avocado appliances, and that's where my brain goes. I don't know what to tell y'all. So, made a little bit of progress on this. I told you I have a lot of blankets. I have 2 that I haven't worked on. So, working on it. My sock camp bag, which I think Spreadshirt got rid of this lunch bag, and I'm really not happy about that. I have 2 of them. I have one from 21 and then one from 22 that are both sock camp, and I tried to order one with We Share Needles merch on it, and I couldn't find it anywhere on their website. So I don't think they're making this bag anymore. It's an insulated lunch bag, and I love it. It's great for bigger projects, like my scrappy blanket. Okay, so this is Scrappy Sock Yarn Blanket by Betsy Makes. It looks very familiar. You've probably seen these mitered squares on lots of podcasts. This one is crocheted because I'm not a big fan of knitting blankets. And it's upside down. There we go. So here is my marker where I was last time I saw y'all. I actually put in this brown and green one here, and then like over a row and a half. Yeah. So I put in 25 squares. That is all of my Christmas Advent that I had opened from Southern Skeins. That's what most of them are. And then the Painted Hills socks from Mom. Yeah, all of them are the Christmas Advent, because the Christmas Advent was 24 days, and then the Painted Hills. So, yeah. I've only been working on this on Sundays, which makes it just seem like more fun. I don't know why it's more fun when I can only work on it one day a week. So I need to add jazz hands, and soon I will be able to add Aurora Borealis to it. Maybe this week. Today's Thursday. I might finish those socks by Sunday. Because I finished this. Oh, it doesn't fit in the bag if you don't roll it. Oops. Yeah, so since I'm pretty much all caught up on the scrappy blanket squares, I have started working on my hexapuffs again on Sunday. I am so sick of looking at the hexapuffs. I don't want to work on them. I have zero motivation for it, but I only do it one day a week. So where that was so exciting to work on because I only got to do it one day a week, now it's kind of like, oh, it's hexapuff day. So every Sunday I'm like, okay, if I can just, work on it today, I can put it away and not have to think about it the rest of the week. Which is nice. And I kind of try to motivate myself to do as many as I possibly can as fast as I can, because then the project would be done and I don't have to look at it anymore. I didn't bring any in here with me, but I have made 6 so far. I made 3 the past 2 Sundays. So that's 6 of them. Okay, the last whip that I have to show you. Again, it's living in a shoebox. This is my Southern Skeins Valentine yarn. So it was a mini skein set called Sealed with a Stitch. And, I tried to find a pattern that I liked that would use like just some scraps, like 5 minis, something. I couldn't find anything I liked. And I'm going to make a mess. So I designed my own. I'm making my own design, my own hot mess. Here we go. So, I'm making a shawlette. It is almost a perfect circle. Oh, we gotta talk about what I'm wearing too. We'll do that in a minute. So, it is almost a circle. It just has a little piece missing out of it. It is in tarsia and blowing out. Wow, that is not that bright. Cool. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better for colors back here. I'm very happy with how it's turning out and how I lined up my colors. So the colors don't have names, and if you bought this and you want to do them in the same order, let me know. I'll send you a picture of the lineup. These two had some dark speckling in them, so I wanted to separate them. And then this one just seemed more different than these two. So I put that in the middle and these on the edge, and I like it. It turned out so good. I think this might be my favorite color. It's so pretty. And I'm just using Intarsia to swap all my colors, which is why there's all this mess down here. And again, I'll show this because y'all really seemed to like it in the last video, and I couldn't understand. It's like, why is everybody like, whoa, lazy Kate. Lazy Kate is a spinner's device. And I guess if you never dabble in spinning, you wouldn't know what it is. Yeah, so I don't really know what to say. I just jammed some knitting needles into the box and then threw my cakes, and they can spin freely on here. I did put some paper in between them so that the balls wouldn't bump into one another and make a mess. Yeah, so I don't know which way I twisted this, so that is future Mandy's problem. But it's going well. I did work on it one day. I don't know. We'll talk about my brain space later, but I worked on it and I messed it up, and then I had to go back and rip out 6 rows of it. So things happen, but I have it all back organized again, working through it. I'll get there. Okay, that is everything for whips, and we can talk about mail. So I received both of my yarn clubs, the Kimbers Cozy Creations and the Southern Skeins. Gorgeous, love them both. I haven't started the Southern Skeins yet. I need to. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with it, because it might get paired with something. It might be socks. I don't know yet. Oh, my t-shirt. I told you I was going to share what I'm wearing. It's stuck. There we go. This is my Southern Skeins t-shirt. I designed it. She told me kind of a basic idea of what she wanted, and I designed it. So that was a lot of fun. And of course the shirt is just super comfortable. And let's face it, I am going to wear this beyond Valentine's Day. I just thought that I'd wear it today because it's the closest to Valentine's for an episode. You're gonna see it throughout the year. I like this shirt. I love yarn. That's all it's saying. I love yarn. It doesn't have to be a Valentine's shirt. Okay. Last thing. Y'all may recall a while back I got a toy. Well, I bought another one. So this is the Sentro 22 pin. I have the 48 that I was making hats on for work. And then I was like, I'm going to get the 22 pin and make baby hats. No, it does not make baby hats. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to go watch some more tutorials and see if somebody else has some more lessons, better advice, something. I will tell you, I don't recommend this machine. That's probably like a whole nother video to do at some point, but I really like the 48 pin one. It works great. It does exactly what I wanted it to do. This one doesn't do what I wanted it to do. I can't make it do what the 48 does, because on the 48 I can make it do a hung hem. This one jammed up. I can't make a hung hem on this. I can't make a baby hat. It comes out too small. What is this? This is where my hand goes when I'm loading the machine. So if you see this again and it's missing an ear, I might very well take a hacksaw after this and take it off because it bothers me that much. The paperwork that came with it called it a rabbit. Yeah. No, it's in the way. There are no suction cups. There's nowhere really to hold it besides down here. And then you can't tension the yarn with your hand because you're holding the machine. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this thing. Not a fan. I'm working on it. In fact, I will insert a picture of some socks that I made. I made some tube socks using worsted weight yarn, and I sent them home with my mom to product test. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. Like, she doesn't really seem to care for them, and she loves like chunky house slipper sock kind of things. Yeah, I don't know. Not liking it. The other one that I got has no name on it. I bought an Addi Egg. It is a 6-pin and makes I-cords. There we go. The first time I used it, it worked great and I was really excited, and then I tried to put a different yarn through it and it wouldn't work. I bought it hoping that I could use worsted weight, cheapo acrylic yarn, and it didn't work. So, gonna have to go back to the drawing board for the idea that I had on this, which is something I will be sharing hopefully next week. My plans for what I was doing with this. It works really well. It's super smooth. Like, it is smooth compared to, like, yeah. I like it. I just, again, I need to sit down and play with it and figure it out, and I haven't done that yet. Okay. So, that is everything for mail. And we can move on to chatter. Before I get like into chatter stuff, I'm going to say something that I said a long time ago, which is I chose to be a podcaster and share my life with y'all. It's kind of up to me as to how much of my life I share. And my family did not know that I was starting this channel until it was created. So I will never share their personal lives on here. The last 2 weeks have been a lot. Hence why I haven't been here. It just kind of seemed like everywhere I looked in our family, there was stuff going on, and it was just kind of all overwhelming, and my brain was done. It couldn't take any new information in. It was constantly thinking about the family and everybody, and you can see that in my knitting because I pretty much only worked on socks. Every time I tried to work on something else, I messed it up and would have to rip back, and then I didn't trust myself to rip back, so I waited like a week beforehand. Like, yeah. Everything's good. We're all good. A lot of the little fires that we had are calming down. Some of the bigger fires that we had, they just need some time. It will be okay. We just need time. I don't want y'all to, worry or anything like that. I and my husband both come from extremely loving families. When somebody isn't doing well, everybody else just suddenly pops up and they're like, how can I help? Like, that is the kind of family that both of us come from. And we've all been helping each other in any way that we can. You need to go get groceries, take out trash, like anything we can do for one another, we've been doing that. And it's going to be okay. I know that I've had a lot of friends that they don't have families that function like that. And I would feel so alone. And I never do. Even when we lived a state away, we never felt alone because we have family that is willing to help. So, everything is good. We are fine. It will be okay. My brain has turned back on, which means I can now turn the camera back on and actually talk to y'all, because the last 2 weeks I was like a space cadet. Is that the term, I believe? Where like your brain is just out there. It's thinking about 50 million other things and not focusing on the thing right here. So, all good. But you know what season it is, right? Yeah? It's Mardi Gras. I am about to put up my decorations this afternoon. I am behind. They'll get up there. I ordered a king cake yesterday. I ordered a Bavarian cream king cake. I think his parents ordered a king cake, so me and the husband will drive over to Shreveport Saturday. We'll find somewhere good to eat lunch, and we'll pick up the king cakes for everybody and bring them back. Oh, king cake. Yes, I will freeze a portion of it, put it in the freezer, and eat it throughout the year, because I don't need that much cake right now, even though I could totally eat the whole thing by myself. Yeah. And I think... Y'all, I'm such a sucker. I think next week... Is Mardi Gras next week? No. It's the 22nd? 21st? I don't know my days of the week. Fat Tuesday. Doggy Daycare is doing some kind of Mardi Gras parade event thing, and if you sign your pup up for it, it's like $6. You sign your pup up for it, they get to be king or queen of the crew of something, and they get a special treat and a photo op, and oh my god, I will have pictures. There will be photos. I am excited. I wish I could be there with her. Yeah. Oh, I made a photo album. I have to show it to you next week because it's put away. I made a photo album of all of her artwork because my refrigerator was getting too full. Like, she does artwork at daycare. I love it. So now I have a scrapbook with doggy artwork in it. Oh my god, I sound like a crazy person. Okay. Yeah. I can hear myself. I hear it. It's okay. I hear it. But it's so cute. Okay. Let me tell y'all. My vision. If you know these numbers, I am a -2.5 and a -2.75. Which means that if I take my glasses off, I can't see your facial expressions. Like, I can see you, I can see that there's a person. I have no idea if you're smiling, you're mad, like, I can't see that. That also means that apparently when I take my glasses off and get in the shower, I can't see the shower. I just know where everything is. Well, Pepper Ann needed a shower, so I picked her up, put her in, and I wore my old pair of glasses into the shower so that I could give her a bath, because I didn't want to, you know, I have like the wand handle shower thing. I didn't want to spray her in the face or in the ear or anything like that, so I needed to be able to see. And I got in the shower and I'm like, it is gross in here. It's my job to clean the shower, but I can't clean what I can't see. I had no idea that it was time to clean it and that it was, you know, dirty until I wore my glasses in. So, I now have a pair of shower glasses. Can I recommend those enough to y'all? If you have an old pair of glasses and you're blind like me, put you a pair of shower glasses in there. It's fantastic. I can now see to clean the shower. give the dog her shower. I went to shave my legs and I didn't miss a spot this time because I could see them. It's great. Get some shower glasses. There was one other thing I was going to tell y'all and I forgot about. A lot of people have been counting stash. I know it's the beginning of the year, so everybody gets all excited about being organized and they're going to use up their stash and all that kind of stuff. So they count stash in, stash out, grams, that kind of stuff. Well, I am not going to count my stash because I already have to do that for all the work yarn. I have to keep inventory of how many grams I have of everything. It's a nightmare. I hate it. I'm not doing that for my personal stash because it's now a work task and it's not fun. But I was kind of curious as to how many grams I use in a year. So I started counting, and for January, I knit / crocheted 375.3 grams. That's not bad. That seems, I don't know, it feels kind of low for me, but I don't think I've been doing a whole lot of actual yarn this January, not like I normally would do in a January. So we'll see what the year brings and see if I can keep track of that number and give you a grand total, because I know I shared it on Instagram. I don't know if I shared it on here, how many items I had made last year. It was an alarming number of finished objects. But we're talking about a fortune cookie is a finished object. And so I made 30 fortune cookies, I think, something like that. Like, there's 30 items right there. So for me to say how many FOs I have in a year, the number will be alarming. But I want to see how many grams I use. Like, this will be personal and work. If I made it, it counts as a gram. And see how much I actually make in a year. Because I feel like I use a lot of yarn in a year. Between personal stuff and work stuff, it just feels like a lot. But, whew, we're already rolling around to another 20 minutes on recording 2. Because my camera will only do about 28 minutes worth of recording. I think that's enough. I think I have rattled on long enough. I showed all the things. I did try to go kind of quick. Oh my god, there's a bag down here I didn't show you. This is the Joji & Company bag. I cannot believe. I knew I was going to forget this. I knew it because I didn't write it in my show notes. Doing good. This is my last blanket square. If you've been following along, I am making a blanket from a lovely Blunder Knits as part of our knit group on Thursday, the 4th Thursday of every month. We have a knit group. This is the last blanket square from last year's knit along. So I am soon going to have to figure out how to seam all this together, which I think is the part that's holding me up. Making the squares is not bad. I enjoy the squares. I learn all these new techniques. This one is an open check design. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. And I think at this point I'm procrastinating because I don't want to sew all the squares together. So yeah. Anyways, now you've seen all my projects. I'm hoping to have that done by the next recording and maybe put together so that I can stop thinking about it and I can mark it off my list. That would be awesome. Okay, I'm really done this time. I hope y'all enjoyed the chaos and that you're taking care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I will see y'all next week.